Hello. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Give me 1 second and we'll begin. Everybody like it up. Hit that like button, the one like button. Because that's all you can give on YouTube is one like per video. Sweet. Hello, hello. Got my coffee. So we're good. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. What's up? Hope you're all well. I'm marvelous. I hope you're all good. So we're going to talk about PewDiePie. I don't know if you guys know who he is, but you're on YouTube, so you probably do. What's up, big girl? What's up? You probably do. I don't? You don't know who PewDiePie is? PewDiePie is the largest YouTuber ever. He has 102 million subscribers. That's right. 102 M. 102 million. It's a lot. That is a lot of subscribers. He's the person who subscribed to the most on the entire platform. There's not a single person, channel, etc. that has a higher subscriber count than him. And he does a lot of kind of like social media news and a whole bunch of other stuff. But he said that he's taking a break. That's right. He's taking a break from YouTube, the platform that made him. It's pretty interesting. And the media twisted it and said that he was quitting YouTube because he's, quote, tired. But they also kind of alluded to a whole bunch of scandals that he had back in the day. What's up, Rosie? And it's just all really interesting because he just yesterday came out with a video kind of explaining the whole situation and how the media twisted up his words, etc. DeFranco also came out with a video on the 16th, so 48 hours ago, talking about this exact situation. and how the media is looking to always put people down, not lift people up, and how they are not credible, discredible. We are still waiting on the articles of impeachment vote in the House of Representatives of the United States. So that I will be bringing to you live when that actually happens. But we've been waiting for this all day. Right now they're just talking a whole bunch of nonsense. So I figured, let's talk about PewDiePie. Because controversy, you know? So he put out a video, PewDiePie put out a video, and in one of his videos, he stated that he's, quote, taking a break from YouTube in 2020, in the early 2020, because he's tired. That's what's up. That's what's up, Rosie. But then the media then twisted it and said that he's quitting YouTube, etc., when he never actually stated that he was quitting at all. So we're going to listen to a video that was released yesterday. We're going to watch a video that was put up yesterday by PewDiePie himself, where he kind of goes through all of this and how he feels like the media is misinforming people on what he said. And it's kind of interesting, because he said he didn't want to make this like a whole big thing, etc. But bro, you're the largest YouTuber. Of course it's gonna be a whole big thing. With 102 million subscribers, you are the largest YouTuber. So of course it's gonna be a big thing, whether you wanted it to be or not, right? So we're gonna watch that video. We're also gonna watch what Philip DeFranco said about how he kind of calls out the media, kind of bashes them. I wouldn't really say bash. Bash, I guess, isn't really the right word, but definitely calls them out. And we'll discuss some of it. So, sit back, relax, grab your coffee, your tea, your crumpets, make your cupcakes. Because we got this for about probably an hour. And then we will probably jump to the impeachment, where the House of Representatives is getting ready to vote on the articles of impeachment to see if we officially, if we officially impeach Donald Trump, the 45th president of the United States. That's definitely history, but right now let's do some YouTube history. Because I guess this is going to be history on YouTube. PewDiePie quits. So we're going to turn down the music here. We're going to get ready to watch a video. Because this is what we do. We watch videos. And of course, this for some reason did not work the way I wanted it to. So, let me just fix this real quick. Here we go. So this is the video I'm talking about. This is PewDiePie. He put it out 24 hours ago. And by the way, this video now has 4,956,000 views. Probably more now. But that's the count that I have. So he's pretty ginormous.
Oh my god! PewDiePie's quitting YouTube! Have you heard about it from news media?
I gotta say, this guy's pretty funny though. He's a little bit out there, but he's pretty funny.
Good evening, I'm Papis Moria. PewDiePie has quit YouTube. The story is everywhere. YouTube megastar PewDiePie quits! PewDiePie reveals real reason he has quit YouTube. He has quit, everyone. Did you know? Did you know PewDiePie has quit? Breaking: PewDiePie quits YouTube. This is so sad. No more PewDiePie. Guess it's just gonna be me now. Poppy Smoria. PewDiePie! World's biggest YouTube star PewDiePie quits! Saying he's feeling very tired. Boo hoo hoo. I especially like this CNN one because it's basically PewDiePie, who became one of YouTube's biggest stars before seeing his career dogged by allegations of racism and anti-Semitism, will be away for a little while. PewDiePie is taking a break because of racism. Man, I can't believe this got blown up. I am blown away.
What did you expect, though? Of course it's going to be blown up. You're the largest YouTuber ever.
Blown up. You know, this is posted not just in... if you're from, I don't know, anywhere in Europe or whatever, your local news might have reported on this as well.
He's 30 years old, by the way.
Because it's just one of those stories that caught fire for whatever reason. I think, first of all, we should look at what I said, because I think the contrast is so funny. It was...
So he's gonna play what he originally said and like what blew this up out of proportion to begin with.
The end of my last Pew News. Poppy Smoria, I reported on it. Taking break from YouTube. Next year. I wanted to say it in advance because I made up my mind. I'm tired. I'm feeling very tired. I don't know if you can tell. Just so you know, early next year I'll be away for a little while. I'll explain.
Early next year, I'll be away for a little while.
Later, but I wanted to give head. That's it. That's all I said. Early next year, I'll be away for a little while. I never said I'm quitting. I said I'm taking a break. I find it so funny because the reason why I announced it at the end of a video, and I hate the announcement of the announcement. It's so annoying, right? The reason why I did it because I didn't want to upplay it. I just wanted it to be. I didn't want to make a surprise for my audience as well and being like, all right, I'm quitting. Because that's what YouTubers would do if they go on a break. They would go like, I'm quitting. PewDiePie
He's true. He's speaking facts.
quits. You know, it's done before. I get it, but I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to make a big deal out of it. And then out of all people, news media blows it up. Why do I have more integrity than fucking news media? This makes no sense.
That's great.
This is all wrong.
This is all backwards. I think this is a common practice in media where, well, one person got it wrong, so we can all just get it wrong, right? It's so dumb. Well, all these other news stories reported the wrong news, so we can all report. I don't want to be all fake news, but it is fake. It is. I don't know what to tell you. I don't understand why no one reads this stuff, because it's so... Oh, here we go. Disney. Oh, N-word. Christchurch. ADL. There we go. We hit them all. You just gotta get them all out there. In 20 years from now, I quit YouTube. And do you think people will post like 20 years ago? We remember he said the N-word. Do you guys remember that? No, I will not give my... Oh my god, this is so obnoxious. So many pop-ups. PewDiePie releases game for making poo. Thank you for posting that. It's taking a break from the platform that launched him to... Wait, what? Did they change it? The vlogger. That's right. Yeah, I don't know why they referred to it as a vlog.
They just like dox his name and everything.
Version of this,
it's pretty crazy.
Google Fi, a phone call by Google.
Way to just have an ad in the middle of this.
Because they changed the title. He doesn't want to think about vlogging anymore. When did I say that? They put it in quote, right? What is that?
So they're quoting him on something that he didn't even say.
They use those apostrophe to be like, oh no, it's not an actual quote. It's just, we just make it look like it's a quote. Like, what is that? Look, if you look closely, we're not actually quoting him. We're just putting apostrophe. It's your stinky fault. I'm not a vlogger. I'm not even a vlogger. How do you get it so wrong? To be fair, they did change it because I deactivated my Twitter so that now they can put quits Twitter.
So he deactivated his Twitter like after releasing that video. And what's up, Red Dragon? And it's just pretty funny how now they're like taking this and running with it. But I mean, for him to think that like this wasn't gonna blow up is a little bit ridiculous when you have 102 million subscribers.
Because of this, I got a lot of boomers who don't know who I am, and they just read that I made 25 million, and they're like,
25 million is what he made. 25 million. What's up, Red Dragon? How are you?
My job is so hard. I don't make 25 million. How dare he take a break? How could he take a break? My job harder and I make less money. I feel like I have to explain why I'm taking a break now, just because this is just gonna become weirder.
I do think he's pretty controversial though. Like the way he kind of goes after people, like the way he's like, "Oh, my life's not that hard." Like, I don't know. I could see how people misconstrue it and always take it and make it into something that he probably does not mean. But I guess that's part of the job, right? It's kind of like, right? I guess kind of what helps him a little bit. Controversy, a little bit, definitely helps.
Oh wait, there was another sentiment I read that was really funny. Oh, here we go. Here. Broke the news to heartbroken fans in the latest PewNews video. No one of my fans were heartbroken. They knew that I was going to take a break anyway, and that's why I wanted to make clear that I decided that I'm going to do it. And the reason why no one of my fans are heartbroken is because they understand that it's normal to just take a break. I didn't see anyone say, "Oh my god, this is so sad." They already knew about it. It's so, like, why are you making that up? All right, this is addressed to all the boomers. I've been uploading YouTube videos every single day for 10 years. YouTube is the kind of job that isn't very stable. They're always changing legislation and rules and policies and blah, blah, blah. And it's such a new thing that any day it could be over for anyone. And that has been the process for a lot of YouTubers in the past. So since I'm giving this opportunity to be a YouTuber, I decided I'm going to make the most out of it no matter what. And I've done that. And
Good idea.
I think a lot of my success comes from the fact that I am so consistent on this platform.
Right.
I don't pre-record videos because I think that loses its touch, and
Consistency definitely is key.
Things like that. God damn, this sounds so preachy. It's the point is, I thought YouTube would be over by now for me. I thought I would last like 2 years or something like that. But here I am. I don't want to look at myself another 10 years in the future, and I've done the exact same thing as I've done now. Even though I really enjoy and love what I do, I don't want to look back on my life 20 years later and be like, oh, cool, so I just did YouTube videos and I never ever did anything else. It just seems kind of sad to me. Another reason, I think it's important for anyone to take a break. No matter what job you have, I think that's important. And so much has happened this year that has just been building up and up and up and up, and I never taken a break before. I don't know what it feels like to not worry about uploading a video. Even when I am away on certain things, I'm still uploading during that time, so I'm just still monitoring the video. I'm still making sure everything is good and micromanaging, and I've never just had a full stop. So I just want to know what that feels like.
Makes sense.
That's it. I didn't want to make a big deal out of it, but now I felt like I was forced to explain it.
Of course it's going to be a big deal,
sometime early next year. We even kept the honeymoon 5 days. Like, even things like that as a minimum. And that's just kind of sad. And I think it's
absolutely
gotten to a point where, okay, it's cool. I love YouTube. But if I want to keep it going, I kind of want to change a couple things and be able to.
Google Fi. A phone plan by Google.
Not be so strict with it. It's like if you're an entrepreneur, you put your heart and soul and you work your ass off to make this project work that you have, right? But then once you made it, you kind of simmer down and you let other people take control, or you might sell the company or whatever you do. But for me, the project is myself. I can't sell myself. I can't let someone else step in.
Sell your soul, PewDiePie.
So I'm 100% solely dependable if how this channel is doing. So it's hard to just slack off. Do you understand? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. I didn't make the whole thing to be boo-hoo me. Oh, it's so hard. I want a break. That's not it at all. Just want to be clear on that. I understand there's jobs that are way tougher than mine. I'm very happy to be in this situation. I'm not trying to. I don't want people's sympathy. I never asked for it. Next news.
So that's what he said about it, and I just find it like really interesting because they just twisted up his words completely, which makes me think that now he might actually not take a break at all because the news media twisted up his words so much. It's almost like, I'm just going to continue going. So I wonder if he's trolling at this point, or if he's going to be trolling. Because I think that he might troll. Honestly, that's probably what I would do. At this point, I'd be like, ha, you're all wrong. I'm just going to keep making videos now because you all blew this up and said that I was quitting. It's really interesting, too, because Philip DeFranco commented on it about the news, not about him. And how, like, the media tries to, like, bring him down and tear him down, etc. And probably does this to everybody, as we see on a daily basis, regardless on if you like what's going on in the world or not. They definitely do. They definitely bring people down a lot. What's up, Ashton? So Philip DeFranco commented on it. How many of y'all watch Philip? Anybody? I know he's a pretty big YouTuber too, as well. Sup, Ashton? What? I haven't heard of him. Well, he's a big YouTuber, and he does like a lot of like kind of news, current events type stuff. And yeah, he also discussed this whole PewDiePie thing, and he's more or less on the side of. Well, actually, he is on the side of PewDiePie, saying like, it seems like they're just taking anything and running with it and then turning it into past controversies that he had. Yeah, I don't watch either of these YouTubers. Me either, but I felt like it was pretty big to talk about because we are on YouTube. And, yeah, so he kind of goes into this on this video, and I'm going to play the video and then... It's only like a quick little blurb. But it's pretty interesting. By the way, he's wearing a t-shirt where you can text him. Just putting that out there. So if you want to text Philip DeFranco, do it up. Black. Always.
To talk about today are two bits of internet business / personality news. The first being, if you haven't already seen it on another news site, PewDiePie has quit YouTube. Mirror breaking news tweeting, breaking, PewDiePie quits YouTube saying he's too tired to go on. Birmingham Live, PewDiePie reveals real reason he has quit YouTube. Mail Online, of course, your destination for real news. Writing, YouTube megastar PewDiePie quits video site after earning approximately £25 million because he's, quote, too tired and doesn't want to think about vlogging anymore. And of course, this is huge news. The biggest individual name on the platform leaving, quitting. Why? What does this mean for the space? All questions we should be asking if this was a real story. All of this clickbait stemmed from a small part of a video where Felix says,
I have special announcement to make. I am taking break from YouTube. Next year. I wanted to say it in advance because I made up my mind. I'm tired.
So he's not quitting. He's taking a break. It's something that I recommend creators, especially creators with a crazy schedule, do. I mean, hell, while it's scary, this is the last week of Philip DeFranco shows for 2019. I'm also probably not going to come back until January 21st or 27th. For me, that's a scary amount of time to be away, but I need to handle a lot of personal stuff. I need to recharge. I also need to do some stuff with the business. And I think breaks are helpful, which is why really the real headline to this PewDiePie article should be, top YouTube creator promotes self-care in order to prevent burnout, even though during that time he'll make less money. Now, obviously, that headline likely gets less clicks, but it's also based in reality. Additionally, if I can give some brief unsolicited advice to those in the mainstream media, for example, CNN, they did not go the route that others did, completely misrepresenting the situation. They tweeted out their article saying that PewDiePie will be away for a little while, but they also used it as an opportunity to bring up past allegations of racism and anti-Semitism and just kind of stir that whole pot again. I don't know if you realize this, you have a crisis of credibility problem. When you do stuff like this, you provide an update to the story and you use it seemingly for no reason to once again try to muddy up someone's name. People see you as being incredibly biased and predatory. And you have millions of people, a lot of them younger, seeing this mainstream outlet go after someone they see as a buddy, seemingly without cause because it seems so incredibly disconnected to those things in the past. So just really understand, you are trading short-term clicks for long-term distrust. And I just realized what was wrong with me.
But I guess they don't care, right? At the same time, because it's just short-term clicks. They're popular. CNN is popular. It's so popular.
We're running behind today. I'm not fixing it. Then in other creator news, we should talk about Tana.
So popular. Then he starts talking about other stuff. Like Tana Mojo. But yeah, I'm not going to talk about Tana. So I just find it really interesting how the media is even doing this to creators and not just to people like in politics or world news. They're just completely just misinforming the population.
You are fake news.
Unfortunately, I guess that's the way it really is, though, right? But, oh well. Oh well. I wonder if he is just trolling or not. Because now if I was PewDiePie, I would just troll this. I would just be like, yep, you're right, I'm quitting. And then just put out like a ton of videos. Especially at the beginning of 2020. I would just be like loading them up right now. Absolutely. Absolutely. But so do subscribers, so do like the way that those views stay though, and those you know, is credibility. Philip DeFranco is right. Like, if you're not credible, eventually people are going to be like, yeah, I'm not getting my news from you. So I'm not going to click on your article. I'm not going to click on your nonsense because that's all it is nonsense. And I mean, that makes complete sense. Like, why would people click on that if it's just a whole bunch of BS? And that's what it seems like. And then they went back to, like, you know, things that he's done in the past. And it's like, dude, this guy's been on YouTube for 10 years. People make mistakes. Like, if it hasn't killed his career yet, I doubt this is the reason why he's taking a break. Because he probably would have taken a break from all of that when it actually happened. But he didn't, because there's no point to, because it didn't kill his career. Like, so it makes no sense. Here's the thing. People have a very short time span of memory. Like, we'll remember things as they're recalled, but like, while it's going on, like, you got, like, you know, 72 hours, maybe a week tops before people are like, oh, yep, that's old news. We don't really care about that. So to just bring up a whole bunch of nonsense again, it's ridiculous in my mind. But it is what it is, right? Because views do equal money. But for what? At what cost? But then again, I guess people like CNN are always going to have some kind of viewership. So, I don't know. I just find that really interesting that that's the case. So the moral of the story is PewDiePie is not quitting YouTube. The media is fake news. And should not be trusted ever. No, I don't know about that. I'm just making that up. But I'm out of coffee. That I do now. We are waiting for the House to officially vote on impeaching Donald Trump. Because this is just taking forever. It's literally been all day and they still haven't even voted. They'll probably wait till tomorrow to vote. Just because they want more Americans to see it. Gotcha, Rosie. Have a good one. And yeah. That should be rather interesting. Because they will inevitably vote to impeach Donald Trump. And he will be the second impeached president. But he will not be the first to get removed. Because the Senate will not impeach him. They will not vote to impeach him. And that's just facts. A lot of people ask me why I was not online earlier, and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to do 12 hours of impeachment hearings of the people hearing the same exact thing over and over again. It's just a little bit ridiculous. Because they just keep going back and saying the same exact thing over and over again. Literally having it up all day and just like muting it, unmuting it, muting it, muting it. Like, okay. Nothing's going on right now. So, yeah. And then I saw this PewDiePie thing and I was like, I'm gonna talk about this. Because why not? Media wants to talk about everything. I want to talk about everything. I want to talk about the media. Because they suck. Really, though. They do kind of suck. So we're going to see what's going on here. We're going to listen in real quick. But
Mirroring a political rival. Madam Speaker.
Yeah, it's still the same nonsense. And I'm just not going to engage in this part of the impeachment vote. This 12-hour long debacle that they got going on right now. Because that's exactly what it is. I think they might be voting at around 7 p.m., so that's in 2 hours. That's a long time still. So I might come on at around the 6-hour mark and, 6 o'clock mark and, get ready for this impeachment nonsense. And I'm just checking to see if there's anything else. Just checking to see if there's anything else going on right now. I don't think so. Because that's all we're waiting for here. In the United States, is to see if Donald Trump... Well, this is all a thing I'm waiting for, to be honest. So... there's that. It will be history, no matter how the vote goes. So for now, I'm going to end this stream and be back later for the impeachment hearings. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Oh, I just watched it. We just showed it. How he said that it was a whole bunch of nonsense and how they mischaracterized his words because they did. They did. Straight up, here it is right here. I already showed it. Now he's onto the whole thing about the awards. But yeah, I showed it. I also showed Philip DeFranco talking about how the media is just tearing him down, trying to use his stuff about his mistakes about racism and anti-Semitism. And, you know, maybe those things are not the best to have said. I'm sure he's learned from his mistakes, but gotta be honest with you, if those things did not take him down, they're not going to. So why CNN is bringing them back up is a little bit ridiculous, but they are. Main thing of the story is that he's not quitting at all. He's just taking a break from YouTube. I think he's just trolling at this point. And I think he should just troll, to be perfectly honest, Rebel. Because if I was him, I would just come out with like a video a day now. For like the first month of 2020. And then just stop for like 6. That's what I would do. Be like, oh yeah? You guys want to mischaracterize my stuff? Fine. I'm just going to put out video after video after video. And then I'm just going to disappear for 6 months and take my break. And then you guys are going to be all sorts of confused, and you're going to look like liars. That's what I would do if I was PewDiePie. Personally. Because they did just lie. But you know.
You are fake news.
So it bees like that sometimes. But until we have this House vote on impeachment to see if Donald Trump is actually going to get impeached, I'm going to hop off of here. This has been fun. I will be back for the impeachment vote. The House vote on impeachment. It'll probably be in about an hour and a half, 2 hours. I'll probably be back live in about an hour, and we'll see what the issues are. But expect Donald Trump, the 45th president of the United States, to get impeached tonight. So, until then, I will see you guys later. Peace, love, unity, respect. Sully out!